Hey everyone, so I am so excited because I'm doing a 24-hour readathon today. So I mentioned in my October TBR that I was hoping to do a few 24-hour readathons in October, and it's the 30th and I haven't done one yet. I ended up being super busy, but I'm here today to do a 24-hour readathon, and I'm just so happy because I can finally get to some books before the end of the month, because I've read 6 books this month, which is good, but I was really hoping to do a lot more reading in October because I have so many books that I was excited about. So hopefully I can read a few books today. So it's currently 10:30, so I think I'm going to read until 10 AM tomorrow. I did start the readathon like a bit earlier than 10 because I was listening to the audiobook while I was getting ready and stuff, but you know, I'm just gonna read until 10 AM. Also, I'm not going to like not sleep because I just don't know if I can do that. Like, I love sleeping. So I'm going to try to sleep less than usual, but that might just be 7 hours instead of 8 hours, you know what I mean? But you know, I'm gonna try to sleep as little as possible, but I'm not gonna make it too strict. But we'll see how it goes. I do have a super ambitious TBR, but I feel like I always have an ambitious TBR for my 24-hour readathons, and you know, you might as well just aim high. So the first book that I'm currently reading is The Haunting of Hill House. So I'm listening to the audiobook for this. I'm on page 170, so I have like 60 pages to go. So I'm definitely going to be finishing this. I am liking this, but I'm not loving it because it's a little boring, especially comparing it to the show. The Haunting of Hill House is one of my favorite shows of all time, so you know, of course I'm going to compare the two, and the show is just like a million times better. So this is definitely cool, but kind of boring, and yeah. But I will say that what I listened to while I was getting ready was actually kind of interesting, so I think it's definitely getting better, and I'm hoping the last 60 pages will be pretty good. And then the next audiobook I'm going to pick up is My Best Friend's Exorcism by Grady Hendricks. I think the audiobook is like 10 hours, so 5 hours on 2 times speed, so I don't know if I'll finish it. It depends if I'm going to focus on physical reading or audiobook listening. For example, when I'm eating and stuff, I'll be listening to an audiobook. I might do some journaling today, or maybe I'll do some gaming where I'll listen to the audiobook too. But I don't know if I'm going to finish this, but I hope to, obviously. But super excited about this. Okay, so for my physical reading, I'm currently reading Out by Natsuo Carino. I'm buddy reading this with Starla. Oh, by the way, I'm doing this 24-hour readathon with my friend Caitlin from Kate Literature, so I will leave her vlog in my description because she's also doing this and vlogging it. So yeah, definitely check her video out too. But I'm on page 132 of Out, and this is quite a big book. It's like 500 pages, so I'm gonna read a bit of this today. I don't think I'm gonna aim to finish it because it is so long, and I am buddy reading with Starla, so I don't have to like finish it all in one go. I don't know, we'll see how it goes. It'd obviously be amazing if I finish it today, but maybe I'll just get to like the halfway point or something. Then I have this graphic novel, Through the Woods. So this is, like I said, a graphic novel, so this should be, you know, maybe 30 minutes to 1 hour, so I'll definitely be getting to this, which I'm really excited about. And then I also have a manga. This is a Bitsu, and this is a horror manga. This one will take a bit longer, I think, maybe like an hour to an hour and a half, but once again, I think I should definitely be getting to this because it shouldn't take too long. So then I have 2 other books. So yes, like I said, this is ambitious, but I really want to get to The Girl from the Well by Rinch Pecco. This is like a shorter book. It is 258 pages, so I'm going to aim to finish this. Yeah. And then I want to get to Goth by Otsuchi, and this I definitely won't be able to finish because it is like 300 pages, but the font is kind of small, so I think this will take, you know, some time, but I hope to get a start on this. So okay, let's see. I'm hoping to finish these 4 and then just make some progress with these 3. So it does seem like a lot, but I also think it's possible, so let's just go for it. So I better get started. I think I'm going to start with Out. I think I'm going to try to get to page 200 of Out, and then I'll pick up like a graphic novel. Yeah. Okay, so I got up to page 205 and I am just loving this book. Also, I forgot to mention that this vlog is going up before my last weekly reading vlog for October. So you should be seeing this video first, and then the next video will be, like I said, the last weekly reading vlog for October. So I have already talked a little bit about my feelings about this book in that vlog, but I am just loving this. It is so good so far, and I'm just so happy I'm loving it because I have been meaning to read this book for months. But now I'm going to read Through the Woods. So I am really excited about this one because the art just looks amazing. So this is a collection of 5 mysterious and chilling stories which follow journeys into and out of the eerie abyss. I actually heard about this book a few years ago, so I'm excited to finally read it. Okay, so I finished Through the Woods and I really loved this. I really loved all the stories. I gave them all 4 stars except for A Lady's Hands Are Cold. I gave that 5 stars, so that was definitely my favorite. But yeah, all the short stories were really creepy and I just absolutely loved the illustrations. Oh my god, there's a bird outside the window and I've never seen that bird in my life. Anyway, so even though I gave most of the stories 4 stars, because I did give one of the stories 5 stars, and just because I had such a good time reading this, I'm giving it 4.5 out of 5 stars. So yeah, first book of the readathon finished, and I'm going to finish my second book soon because I have like 10 minutes left of The Haunting of Hill House, and I'm going to have lunch now, so I'll be finishing that in 10 minutes. So I'm going to eat lunch, and then after I finish The Haunting of Hill House, I'll start the audiobook for my best friend's Exorcism. Okay, so I finished eating and then I actually went on TikTok for a bit. Thankfully not too long, I think it was like 15 minutes, but Caitlin messaged me and was like, took a TikTok break, big mistake. And she literally sent that to me while I was on TikTok, so I was like, okay, get up, go back to reading. But I did finish The Haunting of Hill House and I started my best friend's Exorcism. So before I talk about that, The Haunting of Hill House, yeah, like I said, you know, just kind of boring. I think I would have enjoyed it more if I read it physically because I wasn't a huge fan of the narration and stuff, so I think I definitely would have preferred it more physically. But also I would have preferred it more if I hadn't watched the show already, because the whole time I was thinking like, how did the show base their show off this book and make it a million times better? Like, good on them. Because yeah, this didn't have like the same family dynamics that the show has, and that is one of my favorite aspects of the show. And it definitely had some cool creepy vibes with the haunted house obviously, but the characters just weren't as developed and stuff. I don't know, so 2.5 out of 5 stars. But yeah, like I said, I moved on to the next audiobook, My Best Friend's Exorcism, and I'm on the chapter The Number of the Beast, which is page 55. And so far this is so fun, and I'm actually happy that I'm listening to the audiobook audiobook because the narrator is really good and makes it a super fun ride. So yeah, I think I could finish this quite quickly because I'm super into it. So maybe I will finish it this readathon, but I'm not sure. So I'm going to start physically reading The Girl from the Well. I'm so excited. This is pitched as it says part The Ring, part The Grudge, part The Exorcist. But yeah, I'm just so excited about this, and I'm so excited to read a book by Rinch Pecco because I've never read a book by her before, I don't think. So yeah, I'm gonna read this physically, probably go sit on the couch and have a nice horror movie on in the background, or maybe like a spooky movie. But yeah, so I'm gonna do that soon. But first, I actually got something in the mail. I got this in the mail, which is stickers for my Nintendo Switch, and I'm so excited. So I'm going to continue listening to the audiobook while I put this on. So I got this off Etsy. My Switch has been naked for a while because I used to have this like bright pink skin on it, and then I got over that. So I bought this, which is obviously still pink, but it has this super cute Sailor Moon on it. Yeah, I'm going to decorate my Switch now, and then I'm going to start physically reading The Girl from the Well. Okay, so I finished putting on my skin and I do really love it, but it took so long to put on. Like, it was hard to really put on properly, and I don't know if you can really see, but yeah, no, you can easily see. It's like not fully smooth. So I don't know if I fully recommend this brand. Like, it looks really cool, but like it just wasn't the perfect cut or something. But like I said, I got it off Etsy. Etsy has so many different cool Nintendo Switch skins you can get, but this literally took me 40 minutes because I texted Caitlin just before I started putting it on, and then I saw that it was 40 minutes ago. But anyway, so now I'm going to start reading The Girl from the Well. Jokes, I wanted to quickly update you on my best friend's Exorcism since I read quite a bit during my skin application. So I'm on the chapter Broken Wings, which is page 111, and it's still so fun. I feel like this could be such a fun horror movie, and this isn't a spoiler because like it's literally in the title that there has to be an exorcism. So the best friend is now possessed and it's creepy, so I'm here for it. On the back it says this book packs all the magic of a summer horror flick, and that's definitely accurate. And yeah, this is just so easy to read, so fun, and I really do think I might finish it today because I'm already like a third of the way through. Okay, I haven't started reading The Girl from the Well yet because I just randomly wanted to reorganize my desk a bit, so I just changed it up a little bit, moved the washi tape here. I now have my currently reading books here, so I actually am making good progress with my best friend's Exorcism. It's 4 p.m. now and I have 6 hours and 7 minutes left. Okay, so I ended up doing, you know, some organizing around the house and stuff, so I've listened to quite a bit of my audiobook. So I'm on page 187, so I'm like just over the halfway point. Yeah, this book just flies by. I am listening to the audiobook on 2 times speed, but yeah, it's just such a quick read so far, so I'm really enjoying it. Still super fun. So it's 5 p.m. and I'm finally going to sit down to read The Girl from the Well. I think I'm going to try to get to maybe page 100. Thankfully the font is kind of big for this book, so I think this should be pretty quick to get to page 100. Okay, I'm on page 33 and I'm already loving this book. It has the creepy vibes. This book is told from the perspective of this ghost, Akiku, and her perspective is so interesting because obviously she's a ghost and some people see her. So this girl in school was like, oh, that woman is pretty in the back, and everyone's like, what girl? So it's really cool so far, and the writing, stunning. I loved the opening. I am where dead children go. With other kinds of dead it is different. Often their souls drift quietly away like a leaf caught in the throes of a hidden whirlpool, slipping down without sound away from sight. They roll and ebb gently with the tides until they sink beneath the waves, and I no longer see where they go. Like sputtering candlelight, like little embers that burn briefly and brightly for several drawn moments before their light goes out. Isn't that stunning? So I am going to continue reading, but I do want to take my makeup off because I'm at the point where I'm like, get off. So yeah. Ooh, this sun. Okay, so it's 8 p.m. I did read, how many pages? I'm on page 98 of The Girl from the Well, and really enjoying this so far, but I am starting to get a bit of a headache, which isn't good. So I think I'm going to take a break from physical reading and I'm going to play some Zelda while I listen to my audiobook. Okay, so I ate dinner and I did take a break. I watched the Halloween episode of That's So Even while we were eating. I've made heaps of progress with my audiobook. I'm on page 262, so I have like an hour left of the audiobook, so I'm definitely going to be finishing it in this readathon. And this is still really fun and I'm still really liking it, but you know, the first third, I was talking about this with Caitlin and she said that the first third is like really good, and I completely agree that the first third was like so good, such a strong start, and it hasn't been as good since then. Still fun, but just not as good, and there have been a few lines that have pissed me off, which I think were supposed to be annoying, but they still annoyed me. And there was like the R slur that they used, which was annoying, but this is set in the 1980s, I think. I'm definitely going to finish this, and I'm so happy because I didn't think I was going to finish this during the readathon. What time is it? 9:37. So I have to make some more progress. I think I'm going to sleep at like 12. And then Callan's waking up at 6:30, so I think I'm gonna wake up at the same time as him. Okay, so now I'm going to read Ibitsu, hopefully finish this in one sitting. And I have had some mixed reviews on this, so I'm a bit nervous because it does sound really cool. If you missed my TBR, basically it follows this girl in gothic Lolita garb who sometimes appears at the local garbage drops in the middle of the night, asking people who pass by, would you have a little sister? To reply is to seal one's fate and meet with a diabolical death. So it sounds like it's gonna be creepy and cool, but yeah, hopefully it's good. So yeah, I'm gonna read that, and then I want to get started on goth after I finish this because I haven't started that yet. What was that?
What was that?
Did you hear that?
Yeah. What was that?
Okay, I finished Ibitsu and this was so creepy. I loved it. It had a lot more depth than I was expecting, and yeah, it was just so interesting. I just thought it was such a good horror story. So I'm so happy that I loved this. This is the first 5-star read of the readathon, and yeah. So now I'm going to start reading Goth. So I'm gonna get into bed and read this until I fall asleep. It's currently 11, so I'm planning to sleep at 12, so I'll be reading for an hour, and then when I wake up in the morning, I don't know what I'll continue, but obviously I'll just continue one of the books, and I'll definitely be finishing My Best Friend's Exorcism tomorrow. Okay, so it is the next day. It's 7:40, and I think I woke up at like 6:50. So I've just been getting up, making my coffee and stuff like that, and I have been listening to my audiobook, and I have like 10 minutes left, so I'm gonna finish that really soon. But let's talk about Goth. So I got up to page 40. The font is definitely really small, so it does take time to read this book. Even though it's under 300 pages, it'll definitely take longer than like a regular sized font 300 page book. But this is really creepy so far, but it's so engaging and it's really interesting, so I really can't wait to continue reading this. But I actually think I'm going to focus on The Girl from the Well this morning, because I have like, you know, 2 hours, and I'm gonna see how much I can read. Like, I don't think I'll be able to finish it, but maybe. We'll see. I'm just gonna sit down on the couch and read this until 10 AM, so let's see. Yeah. Okay, so it's 10:03, so I finished the readathon. So I actually did end up finishing My Best Friend's Exorcism, The Girl from the Well, and because I finished The Girl from the Well at like 9:30, I read a little bit more of Goth, and I got up to page 55. But yeah, so I'm so happy I ended up finishing Girl from the Well. But let me just talk about my thoughts on these two books. So My Best Friend's Exorcism, I ended up giving it 3 stars. It was heaps of fun. I definitely loved the beginning bit, and it just went a bit downhill after that, I feel, but still enjoyable and super quick and easy to read, and just like a nice fun classic horror movie vibe. And the ending was super cute. I did really love the ending. And The Girl from the Well, I'm giving 4 stars. I really loved this book. If you love The Ring, The Grudge, or The Exorcist, it definitely has those vibes, so I would recommend it if you love those things. I just love ghost stories, and this was such a good one, and it definitely wasn't too creepy. It was more kind of just like sad, but like also beautiful. I don't know, I really loved this. And also I think I said it was from the perspective of the ghost Akiku, but that's actually only for like the beginning bit, and then the rest of the book follows Tarquin, who is a teenage boy, and his cousin Callie, and obviously Akiku is part of the story too. So yeah, I loved this. Yeah, so let's just summarize everything I've read during this readathon. Okay, so I finished all these books, which I'm so happy about. So I finished The Haunting of Hill House, which I gave 2.5 out of 5 stars. I read Through the Woods, which I gave 4.5 stars, right? Abitsu, which I gave 5 stars. My Best Friend's Exorcism, which I gave 3 stars. And The Girl from the... Why did I sound so weird? The Girl from the Well, which I gave 4 stars. And then I made progress with Out. I'm on page 205, as well as Goth. I'm on page 55, like I said. So happy with my reading. I feel like this was such a success, and I had so much fun. And I'm so happy that I could get to some books before the end of the month because I was stressing because I really wanted to read them in October. And obviously I didn't finish these, but hopefully I'll be finishing these soon. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'm hoping to do another 24-hour readathon in November because I want to finally do my Tokyo Ghoul 24-hour readathon where I read all the volumes. So if all goes to plan, that will be coming in November. So if you're looking for more content from me, I have a Patreon where I upload extra reading vlogs, live shows, stuff like that. That is always linked in my description. I have my 2 other channels, Journal with Chloe and ASMR with Chloe. If you want to follow me on Instagram or Twitter, they're both at bookswithchloe. And like I said, I will leave Caitlin's vlog linked in my description. You should definitely watch hers too. So I hope you're all having a good day and night, and I'll see you in my next video.